Bodied is directed by Joseph Kahn and stars Calum and Jackie Long. So the film focuses on Adam, who is an English graduate student who is working on a thesis paper on a subject of battle rap, and he becomes so obsessed with this subject that he actually becomes a battle rapper himself. This film is produced by Eminem, and as you can see from the t-shirts, I am a huge fan of Eminem's, and you can see that his involvement in the film is quite a lot. You can tell there are certain conversations between the characters in the film which actually mention Eminem himself. This film is the closest that we can get to an 8 Mile movie in 2018. They are very different films, whereas 8 Mile is focused solely on a vibe, on a theme of inner city in Detroit. We have a film like Bodied that addresses how rap has been very accepted for the majority of groups, diverse groups, and the people who don't, and the people that you wouldn't expect to see in a battle rap scene, they are actually there. Not only they are there, but they are also taking part in the show, and they are stealing the show as well. And as you can see in this film, that's exactly what happens. This film is the representation of what the battle rap has become in today's culture, and I loved it. This film is very entertaining. I was very excited to see this film because I obviously am a huge fan of Eminem, and he is producing the film, but I did not expect to have this fun. But saying all this, one thing is very important. This film is not for everyone. This is not for everyone. Not everyone is going to love this film, and not everybody's going to be happy with it, because if you are easily offended by this film, if you are easily offended, if you take things very to heart, then this film is perhaps not for you. It's very offensive. It's really offensive. They hold nothing back in this film. Yeah. The film addresses political correctness. No words are held back at all. It's extremely offensive, but that's very interesting to me, because the film knows that. They don't do this on purpose. They know, the film knows what it is. I think it's very interesting because, especially in today's culture, in today's society, we must be very careful and mindful of what the things we are saying to other people. And here we are in this year, and we have a film like this. And honestly, I think they've done an excellent job addressing this. This is easily one of the best films of this year. I guarantee this will be on my top 10 films of 2018. I love this film. I think I just had a blast watching it. It was very entertaining from start to finish. And it's very, very funny. They have just quick, fun little jokes. And I feel like the more I think about this film, the more I think about how people, why are people not talking about this film? Calum as Adam, my goodness, this guy does a fantastic job. This guy is a nerd. He's got a nerdy sort of personality that you just would not expect to see in a battle rap scene. And this guy obliterates people. He is so good at what he does. He works on a thesis paper, and he just destroys his opponents. He becomes so obsessed with battle rap. He grew up watching and idolizing all these rappers that he comes into a scene, an underground scene, and just demolishes and really he literally bodies his opponents. And I feel like the most interesting thing was the character progression, which is great, because whereas people at his university, they have their takes, their beliefs, and their opinions, which you can argue they have their point. They have some good points, and the best thing about it is that the film doesn't just look at one person's point of view, that they look at everybody's. And this is where the theme of political correctness comes in. And they did a great job mixing and balancing that out, not just one character, but variety of characters. And then you have the relationship between Adam and his father, and the opinions and their ideals are so different. He doesn't understand, the father does not understand why he is doing this. He doesn't actually know what it's like until you go into a battle rap scene and you actually spitting those words out. You don't know what that feels like, and I feel like they've done an excellent job of balancing that out. Trust me, but there are times when the battle rap and those scenes are happening, and I'm just like, oh God. Oh my God, he did not just say that. Oh my, seriously, I was very shocked with some of the stuff that they said in this film. It's that bad. Sometimes, especially the ending scene, I am literally cringing because it's quite uncomfortable watching some of the scenes because it's all verbal assault, but wow, but it's very powerful at the same time, and that's the effect that it has on you. This film knows what it is. It knows, it's very self-aware with what it is. There is even a line in the film where it says, hey, it's 2018, nothing is private. You have no private life. It's all public and it's all personal towards you, and especially for battle rap, that's a huge effect. And that is why this film stuck out to me, because it's so unique and different that it actually addresses this state and this culture of how hip-hop and rap has changed throughout the years. Because I actually compared 8 Mile and Bodied, and that's kind of how it is. But also not just that, but the whole political correctness and how the film just takes advantage of that and turns it into a comedy as well. I mean, that's just crazy. I haven't even begun to talk about why I actually appreciate this film from a cinematic and from film terms. So let's get started with that then. I love the cinematography of this film. The camera movements of this film, they really do utilize them. They really do. There are some points where they use it for humor, which totally works. The graphics in the film, they really use quite a lot for comedic purposes. When they have this guy Adam versus his girlfriend, that happens with most of the battle scenes. You would expect it to be for just battle rap, but it happens quite a lot, and it really stuck out to me, and it really works for comedic purposes. The camera movements, the way it moves towards the character's side and what he's thinking, you really do. There is a contrast, really. At this side, he's thinking this. At this side, he's thinking, oh crap, I'm in a battle rap. What's going to happen? It's really cool, and I just really loved it because it got you at the edge of your seat. However, there are some problems. Just a couple. I had some problems with the character of Adam's girlfriend. I will put a link. I will put her name somewhere over here. I just personally did not like her character. I'm not saying anything bad about her performance. It's just sometimes it just got a bit cringy. Sometimes the acting it's a bit iffy. I would say that. So perhaps I am going for her performance. There are some pacing problems with the film. I think it might be a bit too long. It's 2 hours, which is quite a long film. And I feel like some stuff could have been trimmed down very easily. But at the same time, I don't think the pacing was much of an issue as some of the characters. I feel like the ending is perhaps not the most realistic thing that I've seen. I feel like the villain was very underdeveloped. I don't even think you can even call the character in the film actually a main antagonist, because you only see him for a brief few scenes in the film, and really it's not that important really. However, I feel like this film has got the coolest outro, the ending / final shot, because the transition from the final shot of the film towards the rolling credits is the coolest thing. It is the most brilliant thing I've seen. It keeps you on the edge. It keeps you just waiting, and I thought it was so cool. It was just a minor little thing. I just love what they did. You understand what I'm saying if you have seen the film, and I loved it. I thought it was great. So I'm going to give Bodied 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was a great film. Definitely check this out if you are a fan of rap, and if you are a fan of rap, really, if you're a fan of good films, and you're not easily offended, check it out. See what you think. Let me know what you guys thought about this film if you have seen it already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you.